Okay, today we will discuss paper number 9 reasoning. See, 8 friends PQRSTUVW are sitting around a square table. So let us draw two squares. This is the first square, this is the second square. Those who are sitting in the corner, they are facing away. Those who are sitting in the middle, they are facing towards. Now, P is sitting second to the right of S. P is sitting second to the right of S. So, first case I am writing S here. Here I will get P. Here also same S, P. Q is the immediate neighbor of S and Q likes 18. Those who are sitting in the corner, they face outside and they like odd numbers. So, corners you should get odd numbers. Middle you should get the even numbers. This you remember, this is the important point. Corners odd numbers, middle even numbers. Q likes 18. 18 is the even number. So Q should come in the middle. So first case I am writing Q here. Q is 18. Second case I am writing Q here. Q will be 18. Then W and R, they are adjacent to each other. R does not like even number. That means R should come in the corner. R should come in the corner. So here R, here W. Second case, here I will take R, here I will take W. Because R does not like even number. R is the immediate neighbor of U. R is the immediate neighbor of U. So here U will come. Here U will come. U likes 4. U is liking which number? 4. U likes 4. 4 is opposite to 12. So here we will get 12. Here we will get 12. 4 is opposite to 12. 4 is opposite to 12. P is sitting second to the right of the one who likes 3. 3 is the odd number. So 3 should come in the corner. 3 should come in the corner. So first case I am taking 3 for R. So T is sitting second to the right of the one who likes 3. That means T sits second to the left because R is facing away. Second case I am taking P as 3. Then T will come here. Then V is on the immediate right of the one who likes 19. V is on the immediate right of the one who likes 19. So S is 19. This will be V. So next, V is on the immediate right of 19. V is on the immediate right of 19. Here, V is on the immediate right of 19 won't come. In the second case, V is on the immediate right of 19 won't come. So second case is completely wrong. So V is on the immediate right of 19. Now, neither P nor S likes 15. So 15 is the odd number that should come in the corner. So T is 15. Now we are left out with 16, that is the even number. So that will come here. Even number should come in the middle. Now we are left out with 9. P is 9. P is 9. Now based on this we should answer the question. See. See the first question. Who among the following sits opposite to the one who likes 9? So who is sitting opposite to the one who likes 9? That is T. Option 4. Option 4. What is the position of T with respect to 16? With respect to 16, what is the position of T? 1, 2, 3. Third to the left. U is related to 16. U is related to 16. W is related to 12. Then T is related to what? T is related to S. U 16, U right side 1 means 16, W right side 1 means 12, then T right side 1 means S. Who is on the immediate neighbor of the one who likes 3? So who is the neighbor of 3? Either U or W. W or U. U the one who likes 4, both C and D. How many persons sit between the one who likes 19 and 15 when counted to the left side of 15? So left side of 15 means right side of 15. So 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, more than 4. More than 4 is the correct answer. 6 to 10. Study the information carefully, then answer the question. 11 boxes are placed one above the other. More than 5 boxes are there between H and C, and none of them is placed above the top or bottom. Box E is placed immediately above C but not at the top. There are 3 boxes between E and J. 4 boxes are there between B and A. B is placed above A. K is placed immediately below A. D is placed above I. G is placed above F, which is not placed above D. Now there are totally 11 boxes. So serial number, box. We are having 2 options. We will do in 2 possibilities. Serial number, box, box. Now below the serial number, write down from 1 to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now start the puzzle. More than 5 boxes are there between H and C, and none of them is placed at the top. See, H and C, more than 5 boxes are there. So first case, I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now second case, I am taking only 6. Now E is placed immediately above C. E is placed immediately above C. There are 3 boxes between E and J. E and J, there are 3 boxes. So J will come here. So here J will come in the 4th place. Then 4 boxes are there between B and A. B is placed above A. B, then 4 gap, then A. Here same. B, take 4 gap, then A. K is placed immediately below A. K is placed immediately below A. D is placed immediately above I. D is placed immediately above I. Here D is placed immediately above I. G is placed above F. F, which is not placed above D. So G is placed above F. G is placed above F. Here also G is placed above F. But F is not placed above D. Here F is placed above D. F is placed above D. So this one is wrong, this one is right. Second one is wrong, first one is right. Now come to the questions. How many boxes are there between K and E? There is only 1 box. Which among the following box is placed immediately above D? H. Which of the following box is placed at the bottom? F. Which box is placed immediately below K? Immediately below K we are having G. Then next one. How many boxes are there above I? Above I there are how many boxes? So 3 boxes. There are 3 boxes. How many boxes are there above I? See, above I how many boxes are there? 1, 2, 3. We don't have that option. So it is none of these. Then 11 to 12. Here, which of the following does not follow? So you should read the instruction which does not follow. That is your answer. See the first one. Some pencils are pen. Some pencils are pen. Some pen are desk. Some desk are racks. Now some racks are not pens. Some racks are not pens. It does not follow. Some desk being pencils is a possibility. It follows. All racks can be desks. That also follows. So only one does not follow. Only one. Next. No flat is a house. No flat is a house. No house is a building. No house is a building. Some building are huts. Now, some flats are not houses. It definitely follows. Since no flat is house, if no follows, some not definitely follows. At least some huts are houses. It does not follow. All huts being buildings is a possibility. It follows. So, only second one does not follow. Next, 13 to 15. Here, this is called as data sufficiency. We have to read the question. Then you have to identify which one, which statement is sufficient to answer the question. Now, there are totally, who among the A, B, C, D, E, F, E is the tallest person? There are totally 6 persons. Who is the tallest? D is shorter than F and D is taller than only 2 persons. So, D will come here. Since D is taller than only 2 persons. D is shorter than F. D is shorter than F. D is not as tall as A. That means D is shorter than A. So FDAD. Now by using 1 we can't get the answer because we don't know any information about E. Now come to the second. E is taller than F. E is taller than F. F is taller than D. But E is not the tallest. So E will come here. F will come here. Since A is taller than D, A will come here. So who is the tallest? Question is asked, who is the tallest? A is the tallest. We are getting the answer by combining 1 and 2. So by 1 and 2, we are getting the answer. Both 1 and 2 together are necessary to answer the question. Option 5. Next. Some persons are sitting in a row. We don't know how many persons are there in a row. How many persons sit to the left of D? Left of D. This is the question. Now, all of you draw one straight line. Divide into some parts. We don't know how many persons are there. D is to the immediate left of G. G who is sitting fourth from the right hand. So G is fourth from the right hand. So this is right hand. Here G. D is to the immediate left of G. D does not sit at any row. E is on the immediate left of D. But we can't say only this is the correct. We can have so many persons here. So by using 1 and 2 also no answer. By using 1 and 2 we won't get any answer. So choice will be 4. 4 is the correct answer. Next. How is can written in a code language? Now you just read the sentence. Can you read? Can I write? So here in the first sentence we are having can and read. Second also we are having can and read. So for can we can't identify the code because we can find the code, two codes in common. For can and read we can find the codes. So for can alone we can't get the answer. So neither 1 not 2. Option 4. Next. Study the following information carefully to answer the questions. 10 persons are sitting in two parallel rows. A, B, C, D, E are sitting in row 1 facing north, liking different colors. P, Q, R, S, T facing south, liking different fruits. Person sitting in row 1 faces the person sitting in row 2. A is sitting third to the left of D who likes black color. B likes blue color and is not the neighbor of A. C faces Q who likes kiwi. Two persons are there between apple and the grapes. One person is there between red and white. P is sitting second to the right of kiwi. The one who likes green faces the one who likes grapes. R is not the neighbor of Q. The one who likes mango faces the one who sits on the immediate right of the one who likes white. S likes neither mango nor faces E. Now, you need to draw two lines. Let us do this question in two possibilities. See, each line I am dividing into 5 parts because there are totally 10 persons. A, B, C, D, E are in row 1 facing north. So north facing A, B, C, D, E. Here A, B, C, D, E will come. Here P, Q, R, S, T will come. Now, A is sitting third to the left of D who likes black color. So the one who is sitting in row 1, they like colors. That means A, B, C, D will like colors. P, Q, R, S, T will like fruits. The one who are sitting here, they will like fruits. The one who are sitting here, they like colors. We are doing this question in two possibilities. A is sitting third to the left of D. Now this is D, this is A. Same, D, A. D who likes black color. D likes which color? Black. Same. D likes black color. B likes blue color and is not the neighbor of A. So B is liking blue color. B is liking blue color and he is not the neighbor of A. C faces Q who likes kiwi. C is facing Q who likes kiwi. C faces Q. So first case I am taking C, Q. Second case C, Q. Q who likes kiwi. Q is liking kiwi. So here Q likes kiwi. Then P is sitting second to the right of kiwi. That means kiwi is on the south facing. So P sits second to the left of kiwi. Here P sits second to the left of kiwi won't come. So this one is wrong. P is sitting second to the left of kiwi won't come in the second case. So second case is wrong. P is sitting second to the right of kiwi. Then R is not the neighbor of Q. That means R will come here only. R will come here only. Two persons are there between apple and grapes. Between apple and grapes there are two persons. Between apple and grapes there are two persons. Green is facing grapes. So green is facing grapes. There are two persons between apple and grapes, and green is facing grapes. So here R will be apple, this will be grapes, and grapes opposite we will get green color. So green is A. Then green will be A. One person is there between red and white. One person is there between red and white. Then the one who likes mango faces the one who is on the immediate right of white. Mango is on the immediate right of white. So here C will be white. Then mango will be here. Mango will be here. We are left out with cherry. Cherry will come for P. Then S likes neither mango nor faces E. S does not like mango. So S like grapes. Here we are left out with T. Now here we will get E. Now all colors are set. There is red color. There is a red color. There is one person between red and white. Only one person is there between red and white. So E likes white color. E is liking white color. So this is the total puzzle. Now based on this we should answer the question. See the first one. Who among the following likes cherry? P. Who among the following is at the extreme ends? Extreme ends we are having RP. R is end, P is end. RP. How many persons are there between the one who likes cherry and mango? Between cherry and mango, how many persons are there? Two persons are there. Two persons are there. Who among the following sits to the immediate right of the one who likes apple? So who is sitting to the immediate right of apple? T. Or the one who likes mango. Who among the following faces the one who sits second to the left of the one who likes black? Who among the following faces the one who sits second to the left of black? Second to the left of black, C. C opposite we are having Q. Q is the correct answer. Next, input series 21 to 25. Study the following information carefully, then answer the question. A word and number arrangement machine, when given an input line of words and number, rearranges them following particular rule in each step. The following is the illustration of input and rearrangement. Now, first of all, you see the example. Now, 324 is there, 225 is there, 121, 49. 121, 225, 121, 81, 49. 18 square, 324. 15 square, 225. 11 square, 121. 9 square, 81. And 49. That means first 18 square, 324. Next 15 square, 225. Next is 11 square, that is 121. Next to 7 square, next to 9 square, 81. 7 square will be 49. So arranging in the descending order as per the squares. That is according to the numbers, and numbers we have to arrange in the right side. Numbers I am arranging in the right side. Now how the words, see the words. Here words is important. How the words have been arranged. First step we are having TUZSU. Second step ODX. Next step HNNE. Next GTUSD. Next this one. First TUZSU. For start, START. S next letter T. T next letter U. A previous letter. If it is a vowel, previous letter. R next letter S. T next letter U. So TUZSU. So start. We have to go in the reverse alphabet. Next new. For new. E. For E previous letter D. N next letter O. W next letter X. ODX. ODX. So if it is a vowel, previous letter, consonant, next letter, and we have to move in the reverse alphabetical series. First start, next new, next will be good, afterwards future, afterwards beginning. So following the same logic, we have to answer the given questions. If it is the number, you have to go as per the squares. Now come to the question. Now see here. What is the input? See here, write down the input. "13 hope, 19 desire, 8 destiny, 21 14 efforts, performance." This is the input. So what should be step 1? So step 1 for performance, first PERFORMANCE. For P it will be Q, for E D, for R it will be S, F G, O previous letter N, R next letter S, next M next letter N, next O, A previous letter Z, N next letter O, D D. So QD, first one should be QD SG NS NZ ODD. This is the first step. Followed by remaining same. That is which one? 13 hope. What should be last? 21 square. 21 square is 441. 19 desire. 8 destiny. 8 destiny. 14 efforts. 14 efforts. Now 441. So first step, this is the change and this is the change. Next, second step. I am going to write the second step. What is the second step? After performance, now we are having hope. So for H, I, then N, then Q, then D. After 21, we are having 19. So 19 square is 361. So 361 last, this one should be first. So write down INQD, QDSG, NSN, ZODD, then 13. After 13, hope last, 19, hope first, 19 last. Next, desire. After 13, desire, 8 destiny, 14 efforts, 441, 361. This is the second step. INQD 361. This is the second step. Now third step. After hope we are having efforts. Efforts. For ED, for FG, O previous letter N, then S, U, then T. DDGN SUT. Now 14 square. What is 14 square? 196. Now what is the third step? See. Third step is DGG NSUT INQD QDSGN SNZODD, then 13. After 13, desire. After desire, 8 after destiny. Destiny after 441, 361, 196. So this is the third step. Now fourth step. What is the fourth step? Fourth step, destiny. DESTINY. See, performance is over. Afterwards, hope is over. Afterwards, efforts is over. Now DEST, DSI, destiny. Destiny after desire. For destiny, E, D. If it is a vowel, previous letter. Then T, U, H, O, Z. EDT, UHOZ. Now see. ED, TU, HOZ. What should be the next number? 13. 13 square is 169. So now DGG NSUT, then INQD, then QDSNZODD, then afterwards desire. After desire, 8. Now 441, 361, 196, 169. So here this one and 169. Now fifth step. We are having only one thing, desire. TESIRE, desire. For desire, it is E, D, T, H, S, D. Now we are having 8 square. 8 square is 64. 8 square is 64. See fifth step. E, D, T, H, S, D. E, D, T, U, H, O, Z. D, G, G, N, S, U, T, I, N, Q, D, Q, D, S, N, Z, O, D, D. Then afterwards 441, 361, 196, 169, now 64. So this is the last step. Fifth step is the last step. Now based on this we should answer the question. Now based on this, we should answer the question. See the first question. What is the result if third element from the left of step 2 is added to fifth element of what is the result if the third element from left of step 2? Step 2 third element from left is which one? 13. Now 13 is added to fifth element of right in step 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. If 13 is added to 8 we will get 21. 21 is the correct answer. What is the third step? This is the third step. See DGG, NSUT, INQD, then QDS, then 13, then desire, then 8 destiny, 441, 361, 196. Step 4. Which are the, so option 4. Which of the following is second to the right of sixth from the left? So 8th from the left in step 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. 8th is 361. 361. What will be the twice of the difference of fourth element from left in step 1? Fourth element from left in step 1. In step 1, fourth element from left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 19. 19. Difference is asked 19. And second element from right in step 5. That is which one? Second element from right in step 5. 169. So what is the difference of 169 and 90? 150. Here twice the difference. What is 150 into 2? 300. 300 is the correct answer. 300 is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following is second to the left of sixth from the right in the last step? That is 8th from the right. So count 8th from the right in the last step. So last step 8th from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. DDG, NSUT. DGG, NSUT. Option 4. Next question. 26 to 30. Study the following information carefully, then answer the question. 10 persons JKLMN OPQRS were born on different dates, that is 7th and 18th of 5 months, that is January, February, April, June and December. 3 persons are there between K and P who was born in the month having least number of days. 4 persons are there between O and S who was born in the month having 30 days. R is younger than L and both are born in the same month but not in January. M was born immediately before J. Q is younger than S and born on odd number date. Now this is the puzzle we are having. Now see here there are 10 persons and they are born in different dates, 2 different dates of 5 months, that is January, February, April, June and December. So we are having month, then 7th, then 18th. First one January, 31 days. Next February, 28 days. Next April, 30 days. Next June, 30 days. Next December, 31 days. Same in the second case, month 7th 18th. Now, there are three persons between K and P. P is born in the least number of days. Least number of days in the sense February. So, first case I am taking P as February 18th. Second case P January 7th. There are three persons between P and K. After P, 1, 2, 3. Here you will get K. Here after P, 1, 2, 3. Here you will get K. Then, four persons are there between O and S. S was born in 30 days. So, O, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you will get S. So, here O, 1, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you will get S. S is born in 30 days. So, both are correct until now. Then, R is younger than L. Both are born in the same month. That means, RL should not come, LR should come. And they are in the same month. That means, here only. Next, but not in January. It is not in January. Next, Q is younger than S and born on odd number. Q is younger than S means above S Q should come, and Q is on odd number date. So, Q will come here only. Here Q odd number date will not come. Here Q should come, but Q odd number date. But here Q is on 18th. So, this one is wrong. This one is completely wrong. So, Q is born before S and it is an odd number, that will not come. So, this is wrong. Then, M is born immediately before J. M is born immediately before J. Sorry. So, here we are having M is born immediately before J won't come if you take like this. Now, if you remove Q here, I will write Q here. Q is younger than S and is born on the odd number date. Now, M is born immediately before J. Here J, here M. Now, we are left out with which person? See. M is born immediately before J. M is born immediately before J. Then we are having N and S. Four persons are there between O and S. Okay. R is younger than L but not in the same month. Q is younger than S and was born on the odd number date. Q is younger than S. That means Q should come after S. Not Q should come before S. Q should come after S. Q is younger than S means S after Q should come. So, here Q should come. Here N. So, this is the puzzle we are having. Now, come to the question. Who is on the 7th April? Who is born on 7th April? So, 7th April we are having which person? N. Who is born on 18th of January? That is M. How many persons are younger than L? After L we are having only one person, that is R. Only one person, that is R. Which of the following combination is correct? L 7th December, correct. L December 7th. That is correct combination. Next. How many persons are older than N? Older than N means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 persons are there. How many persons are there? 4 persons are older than L. Next. 31 to 33. Here this is called as coding and decoding. In a certain code, central unit word axis is written as at for 23T, then at for 22S, at for 33D, at for 6L. Now if you see, for all last letter L, T, D, S. So here also T, S, D, L. That means the code for central is at for 6L because last letter is last code. Then the code for word is D33 hash. Now last letter is last word, that we can find. How we are getting 33? How we are getting 6? See, Central, the number for E is 5 in the alphabetical. A number 1. So 5 plus 1, 6. Second letter, O 15. Then this is which one? 18. R is 18. In the English alphabetical series, O is 15th, R is 18. 15 plus 18, 33. That means second letter, last second letter. The number code is second letter plus last second letter is the number. Now symbols, how we are getting symbols? In central we are having two ovals. That's why we are writing at for. In word we are having one vowel. So one vowel means hash. If we are having one vowel, we will keep hash. Two vowels, we will keep at for. Now we will check one more thing. PowerPoint. See this one. PowerPoint. PowerPoint. Now the number for N is 14. O is 15. What is 15 plus 14? 29. So here we are having 29 and T. T is the last letter, T. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vowels means and. If you are having 4 vowels, it is and. 1 vowel means hash. 2 vowels means at for. 4 vowels means and. Now let us check one more thing. Application. See application. This is application. LICATION. Here O is 15 and P is 16. So that is 31N. 31N percentage. Here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vowels. 5 vowels means percentage. 5 vowels means percentage. So 1 vowel means hash. 2 vowels means at for. 4 vowels means percentage. 5 vowels means 5 vowels percentage. 4 vowels and. Now we are having one more symbol, dollar. Dollar, if you see dollar. Dollar is for 3 vowels. If it is 3 vowels, it is dollar. See. 1 vowel hash. 2 vowel at for. 3 vowels dollar. 4 vowels and. 5 vowels is a percentage. Now based on this we should answer the question. See, first question. What is the code for current? CURRENT. Now N14, U21. So that is 35T. Since we are having how many vowels? 1, 2 vowels. 2 vowels means at for. So at for 35T. At for 35T. Next, what is the code for capture? CAPTURE, capture. Now capture. So it should end with E. It should end with E. Now R value is 18. A value 1. 19E. 19E. Since we are having 1, 2, 3 vowels. 3 vowels means dollar. Dollar 19E is the correct answer. Next, at for 15G. So here G is used. So last letter should be G, but we don't have G in any option. So none of this. Next, 34 to 35. Study the information carefully to answer the question. P hash Q means P is the mother of Q. P at for Q means P is the parent of Q. P C round Q means P is the son of Q. P dollar Q is P is younger than Q. P star Q means P is the husband of Q. P and Q means P is the child of Q. Now first question. If the expression J C round L hash Q and M at for R dollar K and S hash K star R are true, then how is K related to L? Now J C round L. J is the son of L. J is the son of L. L hash Q. L is the mother of Q. Q and M. Q is the child of M. So already L is the mother of Q, so M will be the father of L. Then M at for R. M is the parent of R. Then R dollar K. R is younger to K. R is younger to K. That we will see later. Now K star R. K is the husband of R. That means R is the wife. S hash K. S is the mother of K. S is the mother of K. Now this is the total blood relation. So here L and M, they are wife and husband, they are having 3 children, J, Q, R. We don't know the sex of Q, but R is married to K and K's mother is S. Now how is K related to L? K is married to the daughter of L. So how is K related to L? Son-in-law. Son-in-law is the correct answer. Next question. In the expression U and V, U and V means U is the child of V. Child means U can be either plus or minus. V at for S. V is the parent of X. V is the parent of X. X dollar W. X is younger to W. O hash X. O hash X means O is the mother of X. If O is the mother, V will be the father. V will be the father. W C round O. W is the son of O. W is the son of O. So V and O, they are wife and husband, they are having 3 children, U, Q, U, X and W, out of which W is the son. If V is 28 years, what is V is 28? X is 6 years, X will be 6 years. Already X dollar W means X is younger than W. X is younger than W. So W should be greater than X. What can be the age of W? It can be only 17. It can't be 5 because X is 6. It should be greater. We can't take 32 and 45 because VU is only 28. So only 17 is the correct answer. Option 1 is the correct answer. So with this we completed reasoning. Next we will start the quantitative aptitude. Now you see quantitative aptitude 36 to 40. What will come in the place of the question mark in the following questions? So 821, 784, 743, question mark 653, 600. So what should come here? So here you see the difference, that is 37, this is the difference. Here if you see this is 41 is the difference. Next, here if you see it is 53 is the difference. So 41, next 37, 41, prime numbers. Next should be 43. Next should be 47. Next 53. So 743 minus 43. That is how much? 700. That is the correct answer. Next question. 2, 3, 27, 74, question mark 237. See. 2, 3, 1 gap. Here this is 24 gap. Here this is 47 gap. Next to what? So this is 23. Again this is 23. This is 23. So 60. 74 plus 70, not 60, 70. 47 plus 23, 70. So what is 74 plus 70? It is 144. 144 is the correct answer. Next question. 32, 144, 504, 1260, 1890 and question mark. See. 32, 144. So 32 into 9 by 2. So because 2 into 32 by 2, 16 into 9, 144. This is 7 by 2. 72 into 7. So 9 by 2, 7 by 2, this is 5 by 2. This one will be 3 by 2. This is 1 by 2. 1890 half. That is how much? 945. Next. 3. Next question. 3, 4, 7, 11, 18. 3 plus 4, 7. 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. 11 plus 18, that is 29. Addition of the numbers, 29. Next. Question mark 16, 36, 64, 100, 144. These are squares. Clearly you can see 12 square, 10 square, 8 square, 6 square, 4 square, 2 square. What is 2 square value? 4. 4 is the correct answer. Next. See the next one. The ratio of A and B is efficiency of A and B 4:5. If they work alternatively each day starting with A, then the work is completed in 17 3/4 days. So starting with A means A worked for 9 days, B worked for 8 3 by 4. 9 plus 8 3 by 4, 17 3 by 4. Now efficiency of A is 4. Efficiency of B is 5. Find in how much time whole work is completed. Now what is the total work? This is 36. This is 36. Now 8 3 by 4 into 5, that is 35 by 4 into 5. So this one will be 155 by 4. 155 by 4 plus 36. So totally we are going to get 155 plus 144. See. Nine into 4, it is 36. Now 8 into 5, 3 by 4 into 5. So 8 into 5 plus 3 by 4 into 5. So 8 3 by 4 into 5. So that is 35 by 4 into 5. This is 25. This is 175 by 4. Now 36 plus 175 by 4. That is 319. So LCM is 144. LCM 4. So 144 plus 175, 319 by 4. This is the total work. This is the total work. Now find in what time whole work is completed by B alone. Total work is 319 by 4. What is B efficiency? 5. So what is B efficiency? 5. That means divide 319 with 20. 20 15s 300. We are going to get 19. So 15 19 by 20 days. 15 19 by 20 days. Option 3 is the correct answer. Then vessel A contains milk and water and wine in the ratio of A milk, water, wine in the ratio of 2:3:5. Vessel B contains milk and wine in the ratio of 3:5. In the ratio of 3:5. If the quantity of A is equal to quantity of milk in A is equal to quantity of milk in B and the sum of water in A and wine in B is equal to 95 liters, find the capacity total quantity of A. Now what is given? Milk in A is equal to milk in B. So milk in A I am taking 2x. Milk in B I am taking 3y. So here what is given? 2x equal to 3y. Now water in A 3x. 3x is equal to how much? If 2x equal to 3y, 3x is equal to 9y by 2. Or else it is 4.5y. So water in A. This is water in A. Now water in A and wine in B. Water in A 4.5y plus wine in B 5y. Totally 9.5y. This is 9.5y is equal to 95. So y value 10. Y value 10. If y value is 10, x is how much? X is equal to 3y by 2. That is x is equal to 15. X value is 15. Since y is 10, x value 15. Now find the mixture in A. In A, 2x plus 3x plus 5x, that is 10x. 10x means 10 into 15. What is 10 into 15? 150 liters. 150 liters. That is the correct answer. 150 liters is the correct answer. Next. An amount of P plus 3000 is invested on CI at the rate of R plus 2% for 2 years. If the total interest obtained on the principal is 56 1 by 4%, that means you have to take 156 1 by 4. 156 1 by 4%. That is nothing but 625 by 400. 625 by 400. And it is for how many years? 2 years. So 625 by 400 is equal to 1 plus R plus 2 by 100, R plus 2 by 100 whole square. So here an amount of P plus 3000 is invested on CI at the rate of R plus 2% for 2 years. If the total interest obtained on the principal, now I am calculating only interest, no need of taking the principal. So 625 by 400 is equal to 1 plus R plus 2 by 100 whole square. Now if you find the square, 25 by 20 is equal to 1 plus R plus 2 by 100. Now R plus 2 by 100 is equal to 25 by 20 minus 1, that is nothing but 5 by 20, 21s, 25s. So R plus 2 is 25, R is equal to 23%. R value is 23%. So 2 is the correct answer. 2 is the correct answer. See the next question. A man is going 28 kilometers upstream in 7 hours. If he goes the same distance by train, he will take 2 hours. 28 kilometers, 2 hours. So train speed is, what is train speed? It is 28 by 2, that is 14 kilometer per hour. The ratio of the speed of the boat in still water to speed of train. So boat to train, it is 3:7. Already 7 parts is 14. So 3 parts will be 6. Now a man is going 28 kilometer upstream in 4 hours. So what is upstream speed? 28 by 7, that is 4. So upstream speed means boat speed minus stream speed is equal to 4. So x value is how much? We are going to get 2. X value is 2. This is the stream speed. So stream speed is 2, boat speed 6. Find the time taken by the boat to cover 40 kilometer downstream. Downstream means boat speed plus stream speed. What is 6 plus 2? 8. So it will take how many hours? 5 hours. 5 hours is the correct answer. 5 hours is the correct answer. Next. Area of rectangle is R square, where R is the radius of the circle with circumference equal to 88. Given 2 pi R is equal to 88. That means 44 by 7 into R is equal to 88. R value 14. Now area of rectangle R square. Area of rectangle. R square means 14 square, that is 196. And the length of rectangle is 100% more than the radius. So radius is 14. Length will be 100% more means 28. So length of rectangle 28. Breadth we don't know x, that is 196. So x value is 7. So what is the breadth of the rectangle? 7. 7 centimeters is the correct answer. Next. In each questions there are 2 equations, 1 and 2 given. You have to solve both the equations and give answer 1 if x is greater than y, 2 if x is greater than or equal to y, 3 if x is less than y, 4 if x is less than or equal to y, 5 if x is equal to y or there is no relation. X square minus 8x plus 15. So you can take minus 3 minus 5. So x will be 3 and 5. Here you can take minus 6 minus 5. It will be 6 and 5. So x less than or equal to y. So 5 and 5 equal and x is less than or equal to y. Next question. X square plus 5x plus 4. You can take plus 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 5. 4 into 1 4. Here you can take y square plus 7y minus 18. You can take which one? Plus 9 minus 2. Then our answer will be minus 1 minus 4. Here y is equal to minus 9 plus 2. Now see. Minus 4 is greater than minus 9. X is greater than y. Minus 1 is less than plus 2. X less than y. Therefore, there is no relation. Next. X square minus 9. So, x is equal to plus or minus 3. Here, y square plus 9y minus 36. You can take plus 12 minus 3. The difference of 12 and 3, 9. Then y is equal to minus 12 plus 3. So, x plus 3, y plus 3, x equal to y. And plus 3 is greater than minus 12, minus 3 is less than plus 3. So, therefore, there is no relation again. There is no relation. Next, x by 8 power. 8 power means you can take 2 cube. 2 cube to the power 1.6 equal to 2 power 1.2. Here, x by 2 power 4.8 is equal to 2 power 1.2. So, x is equal to How much? 4.8 plus 1.2. 2 power 6. What is 2 power 6? 64. This is x value. Come to y. 81. 81 can be written as 3 power 4 into 1.2 y is equal to 3 cube to the power 2.6. It is 3 power 4.8 into y is equal to 3 power 7.8. Here y is equal to 3 cube. What is 3 cube? 27. So x is greater than y. X is greater than y. Next, 5x is equal to cube root of 4096, that is 16. X value 16 by 5. What is 16 by 5? 3.2. Here 6y by 9 is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3 ones, 3 twos. Y is equal to 4.5. So x is less than y. X is less than y. Next, 51 to 55. Given below the graph which shows the time of travel taken by Ravi in 6 different days. In 6 different days. Now, so here the time of travel. Sunday it is 12 hours. Monday 16 hours. This is 15 hours. This is 20 hours. And each single line is equal to 1. 15 hours. This is 10 hours. Now based on this we have to answer. This is the time taken. Time of travel. This is nothing but all the given. This one is time. Distance travelled by Ravi on Tuesday is 20% more than Monday. Is 20% more than Monday. That means distance on Monday will be 5x. Distance on Tuesday it will be 6x. Now, speed of Ravi on Tuesday is what percent of speed of Ravi on Monday? Speed of Ravi on Tuesday. So speed formula, distance by time. So speed of Ravi on Monday. Monday 5x by 16. Tuesday it is 6x by 15. So this is what percent? Tuesday is what percent of Monday? 6x by 15 by 5x by 16 into 100 is what? Now here 6x by 15 into 16 by 5x into 100. See, x and x cancel. 5 ones, 5 20s, then 5 fours, 5 threes, 3 ones, 3 twos. 16 into 4, 64. 64 into 2, 128%. 128% is the correct answer. Next. What is the ratio of distance travelled by him on Saturday to Sunday if his speed is 2:3? So speed is given 2:3, we have to find distance. Distance formula, speed into time. So speed on Sunday 2. On Sunday it is how many hours? 12 hours. Then on Saturday the speed is 3. Saturday the hours is 10. Now if you do this, 3 ones, 3 fours, 2 ones, 2 fives. It is 4:5. 4:5 is the correct answer. Next. Ravi travelled on Friday with 60 km per hour. Find the distance travelled by him on Friday if the average time of travelling for whole week is 15 hours. So totally we are having 7 days and he is travelling 15 hours. That means totally 105. And time of travel for the remaining days, that is Sunday 12 hours, Monday 16, Tuesday 15, 20. So Friday is missed. This is 15, this will be 10. 12 plus 16, 28, 43, 63, 78, 88. So 105 minus 88, that is how much? 17. So Friday time is 17. Friday, the time of travel 17 hours and the speed is 60. So what is the distance? Speed into time. That is 1020 kilometers. He is traveling 1020 kilometers. Next question. If he travel total 800 kilometers on Thursday and Saturday together, find the average speed on both days. So Thursday time is how many hours? 15. Then Saturday time is how many hours? 10. Total 25. And the distance is 800. 25 threes, 25 twos. That is 32 kilometer per hour. Next question. If a speed increases 10 kilometer for every day from Monday, so Monday if you take x as the speed, Tuesday x plus 10, Wednesday x plus 20, Thursday it is x plus 30. Find the difference of distance travelled on Thursday and Saturday. Distance formula, speed into time. Distance formula, speed into time. Monday speed is x kilometer per hour, Tuesday x plus 10, Wednesday x plus 20, Thursday x plus 30. Now the difference of Thursday and Tuesday. Now Thursday, the distance on Thursday distance, the speed is x plus 30 and the time is 15 hours. X plus 13 into 15. Distance on Tuesday distance, the speed on Tuesday x plus 10 and the Tuesday it is also 15. It is also 15. Now what is the difference? What is the difference? So here 15x cancel. So 450 minus 150, that is how many kilometers? 300. 300 kilometers is the correct answer. 15 into 30, 450. 15 into 10, 150. 450 minus 150, 300. Next. Study the following information to answer the given question. In an exhibition of bikes, there are three companies, Honda, Pulsar and Hero, who introduced their models in the exhibition, and it was found that at last of the exhibition, total 300 customers have visited the exhibition. 50% have purchased Honda, 55% purchased Hero, 45% purchased Pulsar, 20% who purchased Honda also purchased other two brands. Customers who purchased any two brands are 95. Customers of only Honda are 20 more than that of Pulsar. Customer who purchased only Honda and Pulsar are 40. Now we are having three bike companies. See. First one is Honda. This is Honda. Next one Pulsar. This is Pulsar. Next one Hero. This is Hero. Now total 300 customers. 50% Honda. 50% means how many? 150. Then 55%. 55% means 165. So Hero 165. 45%. 45 into 3, 135. Pulsar 135. This is. Now 20% who purchased Honda also purchased other two. That means all three. All three is 20% of Honda. That means Honda 150. 20% 1 by 5. That is 30. This is all three. 30 is all three. Then customers who purchased any two brands are 95. Any two brands 95. Only Honda are 20 more than only Pulsar. Only Honda are 20 more than only Pulsar. Customers who purchased Honda and Pulsar are 40. Honda and Pulsar 40. This is 40. Honda and Pulsar 40. Now, only Honda 20 more than only Pulsar. Let us check this one. Now, only Pulsar, if you take x, only Pulsar x. Only Honda, it will be x plus 20. Now, x plus 20. X plus 20 is equal to Honda 150. This is 135 minus 165 plus 30, 195. 150 plus 135 minus 195. This is 165, this is 30, 195. Then you will get these two values. Now I am subtracting. I have this and this we should get. This and this we should get. This is x, this is x plus 20. This is equal to 150 plus 135 minus 195. If you subtract this, we will get this and this only. So totally 2x plus 20 is equal to, this is 150 plus 135, 285, 90. So 2x is equal to 70, x value 35. So only Pulsar is 35. Only Honda x plus 20, that is 55. Here 55 plus 40 plus 30. So 70, 125. Here we will get which one? 25. Here 25. Here 35 plus 40 plus 35 plus 40, 35 plus 40, 75. 105, 130. Total it is 135. So 35 plus 40, 75. 75 plus 30, 100. So total 135. So here we will get 30. Now here 25 plus 30 plus 30. 30 plus 30, 60, 85. 165 minus 85, this is 80. So these are the values. Now based on this, we should answer the questions. Now based on this, we should answer the question. See the first question. How many of them did not purchase any 3 bikes? So any 3 bikes, how many of them did not purchase? Total we are having 300. Total we are having how many? 300. Total we are having 300. How many did not purchase any of the 3 bikes? So 300 minus all these values should be subtracted. 80 plus 55 plus 35 plus 25 plus 40 plus 30 plus 30. See, 80 plus 55, 135, 170, 195, 235, 265, 295. So 300 minus 295, that is how many? 5. So 5 persons did not purchase any of the 3 bikes. How many of them purchased only one company bike? Only one means 55, 35, 80. So 55 plus 35 plus 80. So totally we are going to get 170. At least 2. At least 2 means at least 2 and maximum 3. At least 2. So already in the question it is mentioned at least 2 we are having 95. Already see here in the question it is mentioned at least 2 is 95. Any 2 brands 95. Along with that we should count this also. So 95 plus 30 is 125. Option 1. How many of them did not purchase only Pulsar? So only Pulsar, how many did not purchase? Only Pulsar, how many are there? 35. So 300 minus 35, that is 265. 265 did not purchase only Pulsar. They purchased some other combination. What is the total number of bikes that have been sold? So total bikes that have been sold. See, 55, 35, 80. 55 plus 35 is how much? 90. 90 plus 80, 170. They purchased only one bike. So 170 into 1 plus. Now 25 plus 30 plus 40. That is how much? 95. They purchased how many bikes? 2 bikes. Plus this 30 people, they purchased all the 3 bikes. So 170 plus 190 plus 90. So totally we are going to get 450. Total bikes have been sold are 450. Next question. See the next question. 20 boys, they went for a dinner. 16 of them spent 64 each and the rest spent 4 rupees more than the average expenditure of all 20. What is the total money spent? So 20 boys, they went for a dinner and let average expenditure is X. Average expenditure X. So what is the total expenditure? 20X. Now 16 boys, they paid 64. Remaining persons are 4. They paid 4 more than the average. So average I am taking X. So X plus 4. Now see this. 20X is equal to 16 into 64 plus 4X plus 16. So 20 minus 4X is how much? 16X. 16X is equal to 16 into 64 plus 16. 64 into 16 is how much? 1024 plus 16, 1040. So X value 1040 by 16. 16 6, 16 5. So what is the average value? 65. How many boys are there? 20. So 20 into 65 is how much? 1300. What is the total amount spent by them? 1300 is the correct answer. Next. Ritu have 7.8 rupees in denomination of 50 pies and 10 pies. If 10 pies are 50 more than 50 pies, so 50 pies coins we are having 2x. 10 pies coins we are having 3x. So totally we are going to get, this is the number. This is the number of coins. Now 50 pies, that means 2x by 2, because 50 paise coins 2 will make 1 rupee. Then 10 paise coins 10 will make 1 rupee. So 3x by 10. This is the value. This value is equal to, this is the value. So for currency we will having number and value. So why 2x by 2? 50 paise coins, 2 coins will make 1 rupee. 10 paise coins 10 make 1 rupee. So this is equal to 7.8. LCM 10. This is 13x by 10 is equal to 7.8. So this is 0.6. X value is how much we are going to get? 6. X value 6. Now 50 paise coins we are having 2x. 50 paise coins we are having 12. That means how many rupees? 6 rupees. 10 paise coins. Out of total 7.8, 6 rupees is 50 paise. 7.8 minus 6, that is 1.8 rupees is 10 paise. Now the value of 10 paise coins, this is 1.8, is what percent of 6? So this we need to calculate. 0.3. 30%. Answer is 30%. Next. Abhi and Sheikh, they have their salary in the ratio of 25:27 and expenditure in the ratio of 9:10. If their saving is equal, then find the Abhi saving is what percent of his salary. See, salary of Abhi Sheikh, then expenditure of Abhi and Sheikh. Salary I am taking 25x, 27x. Expenditure 9y, 10y. Here what it is given? 25, the saving of both are same. 25x minus 9y is equal to 27x minus 10y. So if you do this, we are going to get 2x is equal to y. 2x is equal to y. Now the saving of Abhi. Saving of Abhi means 25x minus 9y. So 25x minus 9y. Y is 2x. 9y means 18x. That is 7. Now here 27x minus 10y. 27x minus 10y. This is how much we are going to get? 7. Sorry. This is the Abhi saving. Abhi saving. Abhi saving is what percent of his salary? Abhi saving 7x. What is his salary? 25 into 100. We are going to get 28%. 28% is the correct answer. A man sells his bike at 18% profit. If he had sold his bike 10% more than the previous, his profit is increased by 295. So let bike price is 100, cost price 100. Original selling price is 118 because he is selling for 18% profit. New selling price 10% more than the previous. So 118 plus 11.8, that is 129.8. This is the new selling price. The profit is increased by 295. That means 11.8 value is 295. The difference of this and this is 11.8. 11.8 value 295. New selling price 129.8 is how much? So 1298 by 118 into 295. Here 118 into 11. So 295 into 11. 11 5 is 55. 104. 32. 3245. New selling price is 3245. Next. In a box there are 7 Honor and 5 OnePlus mobiles. A man was asked to select 2 mobiles randomly. So there are totally 7 Honor, 5 OnePlus, total 12. He is asked to select 2. So what is 12C2? 12C2 means 12 into 11 by 2 into 1. That is 66. At least one OnePlus 5 mobiles. So there should be at least one should 5. 1 plus 5. There are 5 OnePlus. So 5C1 into the other should be Honor, or else R means plus. There should be 2 OnePlus. 1 OnePlus, 1 Honor, or 2 OnePlus. This is this value is 35. This value is 10. Total 45. Probability 66. 3 15s, 3 22s. 15 by 22 is the correct answer. Next. Given line graph shows the interest offered by 6 banks as on home loans. A man took loan from ICICI and HDFC if he pays total 14,640. Here the interest offered by 6 banks. Here this is the rate of interest. Now all loans are on SI unless mentioned in the question. So all you have to take as a simple interest only. A man took a loan from ICICI and HDFC loan offers if he paid total 14,640 at the end of 2 years. This is nothing but the interest he is paying. Then find the total amount he borrowed. Now, the ratio of rates of interest. Here, the ratio of rates is equal to ratio of principals. Ratio of rates is equal to ratio of principals. Now, ICICI. So, see here, 5, 6. 5.4, 5. See here. This is 5.2, 5.4, 5.6, 5.8. Each line is equal to 0.2. Each single line is equal to 0.2. That means this is 6.4. This is 7.2. This is 6. This one will be 5, 5.2, 5.4, 5.6. This is 9. This is 8.4. Now, ICICI, HDFC. ICICI 7.2, the rate of interest. HDFC 6. If you do this, 72 is to 60. 12 6, 12 5. So the principal's ratio is 6 is to 5. Principal ratio 6 is to 5. Now you have to calculate as SI only. What is the formula for SI? PTR by 100. So 6x into time period is 2 years. Time period 2. And rate of interest of this one is 7.2 by 100 plus. Now second one 5x, HDFC 5x into 2 into, now rate of interest 6 by 100 and that is equal to 14,640. 14,640. Now see here, do the calculation. This is 7.2 into 6, 7.2 into 2, 14.4. 14.4 into 6, 86.4 plus this is 12. 12 plus 5 60. So 146.4 x by 100 is equal to 14,640. How many times it will go? 100 times. So total we are going to get 10,000. 10,000. Find the total amount he borrowed. 6 plus 5 11. 6 plus 5 11. So 11 into 10,000. So 1140s. 1140s is the correct answer. Next. A man borrowed from SBI and S Bank. At the end of 3 years, he pays 6,720 to both the banks equally. Find the difference of the amount earned by him. Now, at the end of 3 years, he pays 6,720 to both banks equally. Both banks equally. Then find the difference of the amount. So, principal difference we have to find. Now, SBI, yes. SBI is 6.4. S Bank is 5.6. 5.6. Now, what is the formula for principal? SI into 100 by T into R. So, here he is paying 6,720 as the simple interest. So, 6,720 into 100 by T into R. T value is 3 years. R value for S Bank 5.6. So, 5.6 into 3 minus 6,720 into 100 by, now SBI Bank, it is 6.4 into 3 is equal to how much? This value we have to find. This value we should find. See, 5.6 into 3, that is how much? 16.8. This is 16.8. This is 6.4 into 3. So, 6,720 into 100 by 16.8. This is how many times exactly? 40. 400. So you will get 40,000. This is 40,000. This one 6,720 into 100 by 19.2. This is 19.2. With 64 into 0.3. This one 64, 164, 120. Sorry. 6,720 into 100. Let you take 1000 by 64 into 3. Now 64, 1, 64, 32, it won't go 0. Now 320, 5 times, 3 ones, 35. We are going to get 35,000. So the principal of Yes Bank is 45. SBI 35. What is the difference of 40 and 35? 5,000. 5,000 is the correct answer. Next. Ram compared the interest rate of HDFC and Axis Bank and then choose the lower rate of interest for his loan. But by mistake, he confused in the bank name. Under the end of the loan term, he pays 11,7 by 13 more than expected. Find the time of his loan term. See, HDFC is 6, Axis Bank 9. Axis Bank 9. Amount borrowed, you take 100x. Amount borrowed 100x. So generally, you should pay 100x. Into 6 into t by 100. That means he should pay 6xt. But he is paying 9xt. Generally he should pay 6xt. But he is paying 9xt. That means how much he is extra paying? 3xt. He is extra 3xt. Now what is the actual total he should pay? 100x plus 6xt. So 3x by 100x plus 660. That is 1117 by 13. 117 by 13. That means 150 by 1300 or 15 by 130. 15 by 130. Now if you do this, 390 xt is equal to, this is 1500x plus 90 xt. Therefore 300 xt is equal to 1500x. So 5 times. So t value 5 years. Find the time of his loan term, that is 5 years. Option 3 is the correct answer. Next. If the loan borrowed from PNB and SBI is same, what is the rate of interest at the end of 3 years? If the loan borrowed from PNB and SBI, SBI 6.4, PNB is 8.4. PNB 8.4. Now, so what is the total amount he is paid? 6.4 into 3, 19.2. So that is 119.2. This is for SBI. 8.4 into 3, 25.2. So total 125.2. This is for PNB. Now, what is the ratio of amount by PNB by SBI? That means 1252 by 1192. Why I am getting 119.2? 6.4 into 3, 100 plus 19.2. Here 100 plus 8.4 into 3, 25.2. Why into 3? 3 years. Now if we do this, 4 3s, 4 1s, 4 3s. 4 29s, 4 8s. So 313 by 298. Option 5. Last question. What is the difference of interest paid by the borrower when he borrowed 80,000 from ICICI and Axis, both that are from SBI and HDFC for 2 years? Now 80,000 is the principal. 80,000 is the principal. Now ICICI and Axis. ICICI 7.2, Axis 9. So for 2 years, 2 into 7.2 by 100 plus 2 into 9 by 100 minus, now what are the other two banks? SBI, HDFC. SBI 6.4, HDFC 6. 2 into 6.4 by 100 plus 2 into 6 by 100. Now do this calculation. This is 14.4 plus 18, that is 32.4, minus this is 12.8 plus 12, that is 22.8. 22.8. 32.4 minus 24.8, sorry, 24.8. It is nothing but 7.6. The difference is how much? 7.6. Now 80,000 into 7.6 by 100, or else you can take 80,000 into 76 by 1000. So 3 zeros, 3 zeros cancel. 80 into 76, 0, 48, 60. That is 6080. 6080 is the correct answer. 6080 means option 1 is the correct option. So with this we completed the quant paper.